everyone. We're back. We're talking about dilations. A dilation is the last type of transformation we're going to cover in this class. It's a transformation in which a figure is enlarged or can be reduced to scale. This is not an isometry because if we're changing the size of something, it can no longer be congruent. So that's new. It's the only one so far that has not been an isometry, but the orientation does stay the same. Okay, so again, we have the pre-image and the image. When we make something bigger or smaller, that's what we call a dilation. The scale factor is the ratio of the image to the pre-image. So if this image, for example, is 3 times as big as our pre-image, then the scale factor would be 3. If this image is 2.5 times bigger, then our scale factor would be 2.5. If we flipped that and we made the pre-image the bigger one and the image the smaller one, then our scale factor would have to be less than 1. So if our figure gets smaller, if it gets reduced in size, the scale factor is going to be less than 1. So some kind of fraction like 1/2, 2/3, 3/4, 1/4, something like that. And if our figure gets bigger from the pre-image to the image, then our scale factor has to be greater than 1. Okay. So when we dilate, all we need to do is find the coordinates of all the pre-image vertices, and we're going to create a matrix of those vertices. So if you don't remember what a matrix is, don't worry, we'll talk about it in class. And then we're going to use scalar multiplication. All this means is that we're going to multiply every part of our coordinate by the scale factor. So if our scale factor was 2, we're going to multiply all of our coordinates by 2. That's going to give us the coordinates of our image vertices. We're going to graph them and then label with prime notation, just like we've been labeling everything with prime notation. So these are the steps for dilating centered at the origin, and those are the only types of dilations that we're going to be covering this year. If you have any questions, come see me, stay after, do what you need to do, and get that answer before we have to take the test, which is coming up in a little bit.